Kal Bhairav means the dark one, as one aspect of him. It is seen in many different ways. It is a deadly form of Shiva. When he went into a destructive mode, not of destroying this or that, of destroying time. See, all physical realities exist within the span of time, isn't it? If I destroy your time, everything is over. So, Kal Bhairav means just that. Because most people do not choose to live in a great manner, they have an aspiration, at least they want to die in a great way. That little aspiration brought millions of people to Kashi to die. So the last phase of their life, people came because they did not live gloriously, they have a dream of dying gloriously at least. Dying gloriously means death leading not just to disposal of body, but death leading to an ultimate liberation. It was guaranteed. If you come to Kashi, you will attain to mukti. It doesn't matter what kind of a lousy creature you have been all your life. So all the lousy creatures started coming because they lived badly and they want to die gloriously. Then Shiva said the place is becoming lousy with so many lousy people. So he said there needs to be some check. So he established what is called today as Bhairavi Yatna. Yatana means ultimate suffering, it's something that happens to you in hell. He will make it happen to you here. Last 40 seconds of one's life, if one is either conscious or if he is in a consecrated space, this will distinctly happen to every human being. For whatever reason, one may be dying. Whether one is dying of old age or disease, the last 40 seconds, many lifetimes of accumulated karma will play out in fast forward. At that moment, these 40 seconds only, if you lived a life of ignorance, if you lived a life of unawareness, lifetimes of unawareness, these 40 seconds, if you can maintain some sense of awareness, he said, all the many accumulated lifetimes of karma, you will drop it, you will go through an intense phase for 40 seconds only and you will be clean and you dissolve.
Essentially, spirituality means putting your life fast forward. You may suffer much more because everything is happening at a fast pace. What you would have stretched for 10 years is happening, let's say, in 1 month. So the amount of intensity of suffering that you go through is big. There may be moments of ecstasy and joy, but there is so much suffering because things are happening rapidly within you. So, at least towards the end of your life, you want to hasten the process. So, Bhairavi Yatna, all this is because of a powerful consecrated space. Consecrated space means one thing is just this, it's concentrated life. That means life becomes so concentrated that it burns karmic fuel at a tremendous pace. After some time, once you get used to it, there is no more yatana, it just burns. Essentially, you are at a higher rev. So, that is the purpose of every consecrated space. Kashi is significant because of the enormity of the way they built it, the aesthetics, the beauty of it. In those times, they say there wasn't another city on the planet which was that beautiful. All these things put together, it became a big draw. I mean, they created the atmosphere to get the people's focus.
So Kashi is not all pleasure and beauty. It is a place where people go into most intense form of suffering because he puts life on such a super fast forward. Lifetimes of things burn in one moment.
Kashi, alternatively called Varanasi, holds great reverence among Hindus due to its profound spiritual importance. An essential ritual at this location is called Kashi Asti Visarjan. This practice is rooted in the idea of moksha, which involves seeking liberation from the constant cycle of birth and death. Performing Asti Visarjan in Kashi is believed to guarantee salvation for the departed soul by aligning it with divine forces and aiding its path towards everlasting tranquility. This sacred ceremony serves as a powerful representation of the deep spiritual bond that exists between life, death, and the sacred city of Kashi. Kashi, an ancient city with a long standing heritage, has been strongly linked to cremation and death customs in Hindu mythology for centuries. Kashi is believed to be the abode of Lord Shiva, as stated in the Hindu scriptures, where he represents the forces of destruction and transformation. It is commonly believed that by conducting the Asti Visarjan ritual in this holy city, one can secure spiritual freedom and everlasting connection to the deity Lord Shiva. Hindu religion holds tremendous respect and spiritual significance for the river Ganga, also known as Ganga Mata. Many people believe that the Ganges river contains spiritual power and is blessed by Lord Shiva. It is widely held that submerging the ashes in the Ganges is thought to bestow salvation and freedom upon the dead spirit, allowing them to break free from the cycle of reincarnation and embark on their path to the divine world. The Ganges river is thought to possess the ability to purify the negative karma of the dead and aid in their spiritual journey. The belief is that if one dies in Kashi and their ashes are immersed in the Ganges, they can achieve moksha. This notion is profoundly rooted in the Hindu mindset, and individuals from every corner of the nation flock to Kashi to secure the spiritual well-being of their dead beloved ones. The city of Kashi is often seen as a means to attain liberation and spiritual enlightenment. It is seen as a sacred obligation and a means of showing respect to the dead spirit to submerge the ashes in the sacred waters of the Ganges in Kashi. Many people believe that the soul's bond with Kashi guarantees it divine favor, safeguarding, and direction as it progresses towards moksha. This sacred ceremony, conducted with utmost respect and dedication, embodies the deep conviction in the ultimate freedom of the soul that has passed away. The Asti Visarjan time in Kashi acts as a connection between the earthly realm and the spiritual dimension, bringing comfort, finality, and restoration to the living while also guaranteeing the spiritual development and ultimate liberation of the dead.